authorize her from going to the masjid. If the woman seek to go to the masjid, طيب, it is not praiseworthy to tell her not to go to the masjid. The Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam, he say, La tamna'u ima Allahi, do not prevent the slave woman of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, masajid Allah, the masajid of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. He say, do not prevent the servant woman of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala to the houses of Allah. But now the condition is coming. The condition is what? He say, do not be going there except that they don't have no perfume. طيب. He say, وَلَيَخْرُجَنَّ, let them not go to the masjid. He say, تَفِيلَاتٍ, while having perfume. Do not go while having perfume. You might have a different word in your script. Now I'll come to that. It is in here. Right. So in those that have the different script, it will say وَبُيُوتِهِنَّ خَيْرٌ لَهُنَّ, that their homes is better for them. Right? Knowing that their homes is better for them. So this hadith that I just mentioned is أخرجه Imam Ahmad wa Abu Dawud. He say وَذَلِكَ لِأَنَّ أَدَاءِ الصَّلَاةِ الْمَكْتُوبَاتِ فِي الْجَمَاعَةِ. He say فِيهَا فَضْلٌ كَبِيرٌ لِلرِّجَالِ وَلِلنِّسَاءِ وَكَذَلِكَ الْمَشِي إِلَى الْمَسْجِدِ. He say this is because that to attend the salah in the congregation, meaning the obligation salah in the congregation, he say it has many virtue. It has many virtue, whether it is for the male or the female. وَكَذَلِكَ الْمَشِي إِلَى الْمَسْجِدِ. Likewise, walking to the masjid. It has many virtue. وَفِي صَحِيحَيْنِ, in both the collection of Imam Bukhari and Muslim, وَغَيْرِهِمَا, and other than them two narration or collections, طيب, the Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam, he mentioned, if your women, they seek permission from you to go to the masjid bil-layl, if they seek permission, nisa'ukum, your women, they seek permission bil-layl, during the night time, to go to the masjid, he say, allow them to go, allow them to go, allow them to go. فَأَذَّنُوا لَهُنَّ, give them the permission to go. Give them the permission to go. Shaykh Fawzaan Hafidhah, he say, so now this is talking about at night. If the woman want to go for Maghrib or Isha, طيب, to the masjid, or there is a class to the masjid and the likes of this, as long as she will, alhamdulillah, and you safeguard her dignity and she will go with decency, then she is not to be say no, stay at the house. But rather she is to be authorized to go to the masjid. And he say, وَوَجْهُ كَوْنُهَا تَسْتَأْذِنْ الزَّوْجِ فِي ذَلِكَ. He say, لِأَنَّ الْمُلَازَمَ الْبَيْتِ حَقٌّ لِلزَّوْجِ. حَقٌّ لِلزَّوْجِ. He say the fact that the woman asking permission to leave the house, asking permission to leave the house, that shows that staying in the house, remaining in the house, is one of the rights of the men upon the women. Staying in the house is one of the rights that the husband has upon the woman. It is one of the rights that the man has upon the woman. He went to say, وَخُرُوجُهَا لِلْمَسْجِدِ فِي تِلْكَ الْحَالِ مُبَاحٌ. So ever since that now, staying in the house, it is the rights of the husband upon the woman. For her going to the masjid will be something that is mubah, permissible. So here you have two issues. You have the obligation, al-wujub, and you have what is called al-ibaha. The obligation is what? That the woman to stay in her house. That's the right of the husband upon the wife. Just like it is the right of the wife upon the husband. For the husband to what? Feed, provide, go to work and feed, tayyib, shelter, teach, educate, clothing, and all of those things that is, barakallah fikum, known by necessity. Tayyib. But remaining in the house, it is among the rights of the husband upon the wife to stay in the house. So that's an obligation. So if now going to the masjid for the woman is from the umurul mubah or from the ibaha, it is from the permissible matter, then we all know that what is an obligation take precedence over something that is permissible. Right? Something that is an obligation take precedence over something that is permissible. So now, فَلَا تَتْرُكَ الْوَاجِبِ لِأَجْلِ مُبَاحٍ. So therefore the woman is not to abandon something that is an obligation for something that is permissible. It is not to abandon something that is an obligation for something that is permissible. So therefore, فَإِذَا أَذَنَ الزَّوْجِ, if the husband allows her, give her the permission to go, so from that point on, فَقَدْ أَسْقَطَ حَقُّهُ, that now the rights of the husband upon the wife will be lifted. Because he was the one that told her what? Yes, go to the masjid. So the rights of the husband, which was an obligation here, was what? For the woman to stay in the house. That's the obligation of it. Alhamdulillah. And as we always say this, if going to the masjid, the woman has to ask permission. If going to barakallah fikum, the circles in the masjid, you have to ask permission to the husband. Then how about going to things that are lesser than going to the masjid? It is an obligation, barakallah fikum, to remaining in the house. Alhamdulillah, it is from the rights of the men upon the women. So if asking permission to go to the masjid, alhamdulillah, for the woman, then how about just the woman just, alhamdulillah, pack and then just, okay, I'm going to Disneyland for a few days. Take care of the kids and cook and clean. Right? But rather, barakallah fi, it has to be what? It has to be established here what is the what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has legislated. And maybe perhaps, not even maybe, only when we do that, then alhamdulillah, you will find that a lot of issue will not be transpired in our household. Naam. Now here is what you had earlier. وقوله صلى الله عليه وسلم وبيوتهن خير لهن, right? And their homes are better for them. That their homes are better for them. Their homes are better for them. The hadith of Ibn Umar radiyallahu anhu wa arda, where the messenger say, وَبُيُوتُهُنَّ, and their homes, خَيْرٌ لَهُنَّ, is better for them. He say, أي خَيْرٌ لَهُنَّ مِنَ الصَّلَاةِ فِي الْمَسْجِدِ, meaning it is better, praying in their homes is better than praying at the masjid. Praying in their homes is better than praying in their homes. وَذَلِكَ لِأَمْنِ الْفِتْنَةِ بِالْمُلَامَزَتِهِمْ الْبُيُوتِ. He say, meaning that it is better, they praying in their homes is better than praying at the masjid for the women. And this is because of that they are free from any fitna. They are free from any fitna, and they are staying in their homes, which is their obligation. طيب, which is that they are free from the fitna, طيب, and they will, alhamdulillah, remain in their homes. وفي قوله صلى الله عليه وسلم, and also in another narration that the Messenger عليه الصلاة والسلام, he mentioned, he say, for when the women they leave the house, they should, meaning leaving to go to the masjid, that they should leave the house without any perfume. Shaykh Salih Fawzaan, he say, غير متطبئات, meaning they are not to be performing or having no perfume on them. وإنما, he say, but rather here the matter is that we were commended this matter, that the woman, they are not mutatibbi'at, they are not from those who apply perfume upon them. He say, why is that though? He say, لِأَلَّا يُفْتِنَّ الرِّجَالِ بِطِيبِهِنَّ, so they will not seduce, they will not push the fitna on the men by way of their fragrance, by way of their perfume, or by way of their the good smell that they have in them. He say, وَيَصْرِفُ أَنْظَارِهِمْ إِلَيْهِنَّ, to the point that the men, they will be concentrating in looking at the women. So they will be concentrating in looking at the women. فَيَحْصُلُ بِذَلِكَ, so from that, the only thing that will take place is al-iftitan bihinna, that the woman, they would be causing fitna upon the men. Now if, alhamdulillah, going to the masjid, which is the best buq'a, the best place, if going to the masjid, the woman is not to be putting no perfume, does she have to have perfume when she go to Walmart? If the woman going to the masjid is that she doesn't have to, it is not for her to be having no type of smell good on her, does it mean that if she got to go to the doctor's appointment, right? The doctor's appointment is sometimes, it's an obligation sometimes. So going to the dentist, does she have to have perfume? Does she have to have all this, deodorants and the likes of this? So therefore the matter, alhamdulillah, it is this. It is, as we all understand, that this is, alhamdulillah, something that as us men, we have to be double checking on our women, alhamdulillah. Right? We have to be checking on them in regard to this. And this is to check on them, to aid them. To check on them, to aid them. To make sure that, alhamdulillah, before they leave the house, to be going where we authorize them to go. And this is only for their benefits also. Right? That the wife is going under your permission. She is going out to some, alhamdulillah, of course, to a place that it is, alhamdulillah, free of any fitna, or a place that, alhamdulillah, it is of a benefit. Not a place where there is innovation going on. Not a place where it is to resemble the disbelievers. Or not in a place where there is any mixing, free mixing and the likes of that. So, but rather a place where that it will be of, to be free from any type of fitna in that. وَيُلْحَقُ بِالطِّيبِ, and join to the perfume, مَا كَانَ بِمَعْنَاهُ, whatever is similar to that. Right? مَا كَانَ بِمَعْنَاهُ, and whatever is similar to the perfume. So what could be similar to the perfume? Huh? Huh? Right. You see this new, what you call that thing? No, there's another one. Lip gloss. All right? Not the let's say the Carmex that you just, alhamdulillah, you can use it without, right? It will make the lips very shiny. Right? Let alone the makeups and all of that thing. Right? That fall into the same thing. What else? The clothing. If the woman wears something so fancy, so this is from the nature. Or they say dress to impress. Huh? Are you going out and dressing so with extravagant. You so beyond the needs, so flashy. You are so colorful. So where you can attract, barakallahu fikum, that which is the what?